Hey guys and gals, this is your boy JR, aka Lomo Bushcraft. I'm bringing you guys a Peruvian dish. It's called Lomo Sentado, and yeah, this is the Peruvian dish Lomo Sentado. And the orange sauce you see there is ricotta. That's Peruvian pepper. That's orange Peruvian pepper. And it's called ricotta, rice, and a little bit of steak. And once again, this dish is called Lomo Sentado. So that's what I'm eating this evening is my lomo sentado dish from Lima, Peru, South America. I'm here in Indiana, but I'm enjoying a Peruvian dish called lomo sentado. So that's what I'm about to eat right here, some lomo sentado. Along with my lomo sentado, I'm going to have a beer, a German beer. So that's the German beer I'm going to have. So I'm going to go ahead and open my German beer. And every once in a while, I like a really good beer. So this is the beer I'm going to have. So, cheers. Hey, what's up, Tweenie? How's it going? I'm having I'm doing a food live today, and I'm having lomo sentado. It's a steak Peruvian dish with rice, steak, and this orange sauce right here is Peruvian orange peppers, and it's called ricotta, and it's really, really good. But anyways, today's live is going to be me enjoying some Peruvian dish called lomo sentado. Right now, I'm drinking me a German beer. It's really good. After my meal, or once my meal's done, I'm going to have me some Italian liquor. I'm going to enjoy this really awesome amaretto. So I'm going to have an amaretto shot to end my meal. So, yeah, I hope you're doing good, Tweenie, my loves. That's her channel name. She's so cool. Yes, I am. Not often, but I do have a little bit every once in a while. Yep, I do enjoy a little bit every once in a while. And once again, this is a Peruvian dish called lomo sentado. And this, if you see, it's a really bright orange. That's a Peruvian orange pepper. And it's called ricotta. It's really, really good. And this rice right here is jasmine rice. And look at that. That's what the lomo sentado steak looks like. It's almost like a stir fry steak. Really good, good. So if you're ever at a Peruvian restaurant and your lomo sentado, it's really, really good. Tonight's lomo sentado is paired with the stir fried steak. It's paired with some steamed vegetables. Of course, we have the ricotta, and I just like to put a little bit of ricotta on my rice. And this is jasmine rice here. Oh my God, that's really good. So, and this ricotta here, my daughter made this ricotta, so it is homemade ricotta. So she made it from fresh orange peppers. So this is homemade ricotta, and it's really cool. It's just the right amount of heat. So it's just the right amount of heat. Can't stay long because that's that. No problem. No worries. Thanks for at least stopping by. I appreciate it. Thanks. So yeah, homemade ricotta, and I like to put just a little bit on my jasmine rice, and it's really good. So it's very, very good. And of course, yeah, some people fix it with steamed vegetables. The stir-fried lomo saltado and the steamed vegetables are awesome. And of course, this is homemade ricotta. And once again, this Peruvian dish is called lomo saltado. And the rice that that's used here is jasmine rice here. That's really cool. You can't go wrong if you order a lomo saltado at a restaurant. Now, some lomo saltados, like this one, is paired with steamed vegetables and strips of steak. Other lomo saltados may have an egg and fries and steamed vegetables and also a side of rice. But today's lomo saltado has a little bit of orange ricotta, which is homemade. It's nice and hot. And I also have my German beer here, which I'm enjoying as well. And when I finish my Peruvian meal here, I'm going to have a shot of, I'm going to pour myself a shot of amaretto, which is really cool. What's up, Beth? Smashing the thumbs up button, host. Thanks. I appreciate that. How's it going? Yep. So, like I said, other kinds of lomo saltado Peruvian meals here. Almost all the lomo saltados will have stir-fry steak. Sometimes they'll have a fried egg, and sometimes they'll have rice. This one has the stir-fried steak and steamed vegetables here. And the steamed vegetables and the steak came out really good. But lomo saltado is a steak dish. I've seen some lomo saltados served with a side of fries and rice as well. But it's really, really good. Super good. And I'm also enjoying my German beer while I'm having my lomo saltado Peruvian meal here. So, yeah, this live is sharing a little bit about lomo saltado and my Peruvian dish here. It's very good. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I'm looking at people's comments down below. Yep, steamed vegetables. But sometimes it can. Sometimes people prepare with fries. But this combination is cool with the stir-fried steak and steamed vegetables. This lomo saltado is pretty cool. And of course, I'm enjoying that orange ricotta, which is the orange pepper. Pretty cool. Just enough right amount of heat. Really good. But yeah, lomo saltados is one of my favorite Peruvian dishes to have. So I guess today's dish, the lomo saltado, I'm sharing my love affair with Peruvian food. And then sometimes I like to have a beer. In this case, it's going to be a German beer with my lomo saltado. Beth, it is delicious. I agree with you. Not only does it look delicious, but it is very delicious. Have a good sleep, Tweenie. It's very good. And then what I'm going to cap off this meal with will be a shot of amaretto is how I'm going to end this meal. If you ever get to go to Lima, Peru, South America, you got to try the lomo saltado dish. It's really, really good. Like I said, sometimes sometimes it comes with a fried egg, and then sometimes it comes with a fried egg, and then sometimes it's paired with French fries. But today it was steamed vegetables and stir fry steak, along with the jasmine rice and the homemade Peruvian ricotta. It's a very good dish. And actually, this is a pretty good combination to have a beer with the lomo sentado. It's a nice combination. It's in the afternoon here. So I want to say it's about 4 or 5 in the afternoon right now. So I'm kind of watching the sunset in the sky, enjoying my lomo sentado here. Like I said, if you're ever in Peru, I think you guys would really enjoy the lomo sentado dish. It's really good. It's a really good dish. Rocky said sends me some of that food. There you go. Yeah, Rocky, it's a really good, lomo sentado. That's the jasmine rice, and the steak was so good. I ate up all the steak, but it's really, really good. And this lomo sentado came with stir-fried steak and the steamed vegetables. But I've also seen lomo sentado made with fries and a fried egg. But today's lomo sentado was stir-fried steak and stir-fried steamed vegetables, along with the jasmine rice. And then my daughter made the orange ricotta, which is right there. My daughter made the orange ricotta. That's out of orange or hot orange peppers. Yeah, it's very good. And then pairing it with the German beer is awesome too. And that's the German beer I'm drinking along with my. So I paired this German beer with my lomo sentado meal, which is really, really good. Thanks, Tweety. Just had shrimp and chimichanga. All right, Rocky, that sounds good. Yeah, the shrimp and chimichanga sounds good. Like I said, if you guys are ever in Lima, Peru, South America, or in Chicago, there's some really awesome Peruvian restaurants in Chicago that know how to fix lomo sentado. Like I said, it's a steak dish that you can't go wrong. Here in Indianapolis, there's a Peruvian sandwich place that puts the lomo sentado meal on a sandwich bread. I think it's called Don V's Peruvian sandwich place off of Raymond in the Indianapolis area. That's really, really good. But yeah, I'm quite enjoying this lomo sentado. Pretty good. And like I said, it pairs really nice with my German beer. So that's the German beer I'm having. So yeah, this German beer paired really nicely with the lomo sentado meal here, this Peruvian meal. Once again, this is a Peruvian steak meal that's done a stir fry with some steamed vegetables and some jasmine rice, along with fresh ricotta sauce, which is really nice. And ricotta is made out of Peruvian orange spicy peppers, is what ricotta is made out of. And then the lomo sentado is a Peruvian steak dish, which I'm eating right now, which is really, really good. quite enjoying it. My wife is cooking double fried chicken breasts right now. Oh my God, Rocky, that sounds really good. That sounds really, really good. Yeah, if you guys, man, if you're ever in the Chicago area or if you're in Lima, Peru, South America, um, you won't be disappointed if you ordered the. Sorry about that. You won't be disappointed if you order the Peruvian lomo saltado. It's really, really good. Man, that's really good. So I knocked that out pretty good. She just corrected me. It's called chicken fried chicken. Ooh, that sounds good, Rocky. Man, does that sound good. Well, this lomo saltado was delicious. And pairing it with this German beer was awesome. After I finish my German beer, I'm going to finish my Peruvian lomo saltado meal with this shot of Italian amaretto liquor. This bottle here normally goes for like $32 a bottle, and I think I paid $27 for it. It's a very popular amaretto drink, and I usually like to finish some of my meals. I don't finish all my meals this way, but occasionally I'll finish some really good meals with one shot of amaretto liquor, which is Italian. It's an Italian liquor. So I'm not going to pour that until I finish my German beer. So yeah, I'm always talking about Peruvian food on some of the other lives. And I said, you know what? I think I'm gonna do me a live. I think I'm gonna do me a live stream. Me enjoying a Peruvian lomo saltado meal, steak meal. So that was the point of this live. And then people can also watch me enjoy my German beer here. I'm sure more people are gonna come in here. So I'll get to tell them what I had earlier when they come in here. But I hope you guys and gals are all doing well out there. My Peruvian lomo saltado meal was a hit. It was good. Like I said, sometimes people have fries with their Peruvian lomo saltado and then also fried egg. And then, but today's lomo saltado, Peruvian lomo saltado, was steamed vegetables, stir fried along with strips of steak, along with jasmine rice, and then my daughter made the fresh orange ricotta, which was really, really good. Stay home. That's pretty cool. Yeah, what Rocky sounds like his wife is fixing is called chicken fried chicken. And my lomo saltado was excellent. It was really good. And like I said, there is a restaurant here in Indianapolis. It's a Peruvian sandwich place that takes all traditional Peruvian meals and puts them on bread. But today's was not in a sandwich. It was in. It was done with the. This was a plated lomo saltado. So, and once again, in case you guys are just coming in, I just enjoyed me some lomo saltado, which had jasmine rice, stir fried veggies, and it had strips of steak in it. And once again, it's a Peruvian dish called lomo saltado. It was really, really good. And right now, I'm also enjoying my German beer. I just finished my lomo saltado, which is really, really good. How's it going, young Chris? 420. What's up? Yep, I'm drinking a Peruvian beer. I'm sorry, that is not correct. I'm drinking a German beer. I just finished my Peruvian lomo sentado, which is a Peruvian steak dish that was paired with jasmine rice, steamed vegetables, and strips of steak. And it was done in a Peruvian style of lomo sentado, and it was really, really good. And I thought I'd grab this German beer from the refrigerator and pair it with my lomo sentado meal. And um, earlier in the live stream, there was a little bit of orange sauce near the jasmine rice. That was the homemade ricotta, which is made from spicy orange peppers. Yep, and I'm enjoying this German beer here. Here's the name of the German beer. So, yeah, the German beer paired really nice with my Lomo Sentado meal. It's really good. And after I finish my German beer, I'm going to finish off my meal with some amaretto. And this is a very popular Italian liquor. And once again, it's amaretto liquor. And I'm going to take a shot of it after I finish my beer. After I finish my German beer here, I'm going to have my Italian liquor amaretto shot. But I'm going to finish my German beer first. So, the most amount of beers I'll drink, sometimes I'll stop at one beer, or sometimes I'll drink two beers. But tonight I feel like just having just one beer, and it paired really nicely. While I was eating my lomo sentado, my Peruvian meal, this German beer paired really nicely with this is a really good German beer, and it paired real nicely with my Peruvian lomo sentado meal. It's real nice. It tasted really, really good. And then, like I said, once I finish my German beer, I'm going to grab my Italian liquor, and I'm going to pour me some amaretto, a shot of amaretto. And what's so funny, when I drink my amaretto shot, I drink it really, really slow. I've been teased a little bit. Some people have seen me drink my amaretto. So this is a brand new bottle. It took me months to finish the other bottle. So I'm sure it's going to take me months to finish this because I only drink it a shot at a time. I'll show you how big the shot glass is. The shot glass isn't very big. So yeah, here, I'll compare it next to the beer. So that shot glass is not very big. So when I pour the amaretto in there, like I said, it takes me a while to drink this. Even though it's a small shot glass, I'll just sip it. Amaretto to me is definitely a sipping liquor. So yeah. And like I said, the most amount of beers I'll ever drink will be two beers. I don't drink any more than that, which is weird. I come from a lot of. My mom's mother was born in Dublin, Ireland, and yeah, I'm Irish, Scottish, and English. But I was able to trace the Irish easier because my mother's mother was born in Dublin, Ireland. And what's funny for an Irishman, I don't drink a whole lot. So, like I said, sometimes I'm just satisfied with just having one beer, which I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to finish up my beer here. And then I'm going to pour my shot of amaretto. Some of you that are in here, if you haven't connected with each other, go ahead and connect with each other. Go ahead, and some of you may have already been connected with each other already. So I'm going to go back to the earlier comments, and then I'm going to work my way down. And this is my way, by doing this is my way of thanking those folks that came earlier in the live. So I'm pretty much going to try and do this on all my live streams. And then the other time I'll do this is when, I'm not wrapping up my live yet. I'm just showing off some comments that were here earlier. And it was my way of thanking the folks that came here earlier to my live stream. And that way, when people come and rewatch this live stream, they'll get to see me share what people had said in the comments. And it's also my way of thanking those folks for joining my live stream. So occasionally you guys and gals will see me do this on my live stream. I'll start at the very start of the comments, and then I'll click through the comments just so I can show it off on my video. Like I said, it's just a way to thank those folks that came in earlier to say hi at me. So I appreciate you guys and gals stopping by. It's real nice of guys and gals to stop by. So, and then the other thing I'm determined to do at the end of each of my lives is go through the comments again. Like I said, I'm not wrapping up yet because I'm still enjoying my German beer here. And I wasn't sure when I broke out my Peruvian Lomo Sentado, I wasn't sure how this German beer was going to pair with it, but it paired really nicely with it. So in case you guys aren't familiar, Lomo Sentado is a Peruvian steak dish, and I just finished my Lomo Sentado. It's a mixture of shredded stir-fry pieces of steak with some steamed vegetables, and then it had some jasmine rice, and then my daughter made some fresh orange ricotta sauce that I put near my jasmine rice. And then what I do is I spread that ricotta out, and all ricotta is spicy orange peppers from Peru, and it's really, really good. So, but you only need to put, I don't know, you only need to put that much ricotta, and I put two little things, maybe two little dabs of ricotta near my jasmine rice. But yeah, that Peruvian Lomo Sentado was really good. Wow, the sun's really coming through here. Let me sit back a little bit. Woo. That sun's really coming through the window. So yeah, I'm sitting near a window, and I realized as I was looking at myself in the camera, I saw the sun really come through. It's nice and sunny there. But yeah, man, oh my God. Well, I mean, you can tell I enjoyed my Lomo Sentado. I totally finished it up. And once again, it's a Peruvian steak dish. And part of the reason I wanted to share this on live is I'm always talking about Peruvian food. So I thought it would be fun to watch people, so people could see what the Lomo Sentado looked like, is why I started earlier in the video. So, and I don't always drink beer all the time, but this German beer really paired really nicely. I mean, it was really, really good. So it paired really nicely with my Lomo Sentado. It was really, really good. And I'm almost finished. As you can see, I'm almost finished with my beer. Very good. So that was a very good choice I did, pairing this German beer with the Lomo Sentado. I don't always have a beer with my Lomo Sentado, but it's really, really good. Hey, Ellie, how's it going? Hi, how are you going today? I'm doing good, Ellie. Yep, my plans today was to, if you rewatch the video, Ellie, you'll get to see me show off my Lomo Sentado, and I'm having my German beer, and both these items paired really well with each other. My Lomo Sentado steak dish was really, really awesome. So if I ever have Lomo Sentado again on another live, I'm definitely going to break out a German beer. And I'll have to I picked this German beer up at Aldi's. So I really love the taste of it. I don't drink beer very often, but this German beer tasted really, really good. How's it going, Messiah, today? How are you? That's so cool. Hey. And she's saying hi to Ellie. Cool. So earlier in the live stream, people saw me break out my Lomo Sentado. I'm just showing off people's comments. So people saw me break out my Lomo Sentado and also paired it with this German beer, which was really good. Which I'm gonna make sure I buy this at Aldi's again. This German beer was really good. It tasted really well, and it paired really nicely with my Lomo Sentado. It was really good. And then I'm almost finished. And then once I finish my German beer, I'm gonna pour me a shot of Italian liquor, which is really, really good. Ellie said, Lomo Bushcraft, I have 554 subscribers. All right, that's cool, Ellie. That's awesome. I have, last time I checked, I had 599 subscribers, and I got plenty of watch hours. Plenty of folks are viewing my videos and stuff. So I appreciate you guys and gals. I appreciate my subscribers who've been with me a long time, and I appreciate my new subscribers. And of course, you guys are watching this live stream where I'm enjoying this German beer. And some of you got to watch me finish up my Lomo Sentado meal, which once again, the Lomo Sentado meal is a Peruvian steak dish meal, which is really, really good. If you're ever in Peru, South America, definitely recommend, especially if you like steak, you got to order the Lomo Sentado if you're ever in Peru. People do different takes on it. Tonight's Lomo Sentado had stir-fried steak and steamed vegetables and jasmine rice. Other Lomo Sentado, hey, Hazy Cheesy. Thumbs up to host, cool. Hazy Cheesy said hi to all. So yeah, if you're ever in Lima, Peru, South America, and I definitely would recommend having a beer with your Lomo Sentado. Sometimes, normally when I eat a Lomo Sentado, I'll have like a soda, but this German beer paired really nicely with my Lomo Sentado. And I picked this up at Aldi's, so I don't know how many of you have an Aldi's near you, but this German beer was really, really good. So I'll have to remember that next time. And like I said, I don't drink beer often, but every once in a while I like to have a really good beer. And I usually either drink one beer or two, and I usually stop at 2 beers. But tonight I'm going to stop at 1 beer, and then I'm going to finish off my meal with this Italian amaretto liquor, which is really, really good. It tastes really awesome. It's really, really good. I don't know how many of you have tasted amaretto. This is a very popular Italian liquor, and it's a very popular amaretto. It's usually like $30 a bottle. I think I paid $27 for this bottle. I bought it at Meyer. And then this German beer I picked up at Aldi's. So, and like I said, I don't drink beer very often, which is funny because I'm Irish. I'm definitely not like your typical Irishman. I don't drink beer like it's water. So I usually only like to have 1 or 2 beers. So, but this Peruvian meal, I decided to pair this with a German beer because I was just, I wanted to see how it went, and it went really well. So if I ever come on live again with Lomo Sentado, I have to make sure I pick up this German beer again because it paired really nicely with my Peruvian Lomo Sentado. In case you guys aren't familiar with Peruvian Lomo Sentado, it's a steak dish. It's a steak stir-fry dish. Sometimes when people serve Peruvian Lomo Sentado in their homes, sometimes they serve it with steamed vegetables along with the shredded steak, or sometimes they'll have potatoes, or sometimes they'll have fries with the Lomo Sentado. Today's Lomo Sentado was paired with steamed vegetables and stir-fried steak, and the German beer was awesome. And then the rice that you saw earlier was the jasmine rice, which was really, really good. So I just can't believe how incredible this beer tasted with the Lomo Sentado. It tasted really, really well. So sometimes experiments. So that was an experiment. I think I have had beer before with Lomo Sentato. I just forgot. But this is the first time I've had this German beer with the Lomo Sentato, and it turned out really good. It tasted really, really well. What's up, Kevin? Earlier in the video, I was eating Peruvian Lomo Sentato dish, and I paired it with this German beer, which I'm almost done with, and it was really, really good. So if you ever order Lomo Sentato and you do have some German beer handy, it's a good. They have two popular beers in Peru also. One of them is called, I think one of them is called Pilsen, and the other one's called Cristal. Those are the two most popular beers in Peru. But this German beer worked out just fine with my Peruvian steak dish, the Lomo Sentato. This German beer was awesome. Like I said, I don't drink beer often. I usually have just one or two beers. And with this Peruvian steak dish, this German beer paired real nicely with the Peruvian steak dish, Lomo Sentato. And then if you end up watching the video later, you'll see this orange sauce, and my daughter made this fresh ricotta. Ricotta is made out of these Peruvian orange peppers that are really spicy and hot. But this homemade ricotta was really good. It wasn't too hot. It was just enough hot. And you kind of spread that over your rice a little bit when you're having ricotta along with your rice. And then the rice we used with this Lomo Sentato is jasmine rice. It came out real nice. All right. Only have that much left on my German beer here. All right. My German beer is done. What's up, Gear Boy TV? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How are you doing, Jerry Boy TV? How are you doing, man? Yeah, earlier in the video, folks were watching me enjoy some Peruvian Lomo Sentato meal, and I just finished my German beer. This German beer paired really nicely with my Lomo Sentato Peruvian meal. So Lomo Sentato, once again, is a steak Peruvian dish, and this German beer paired really nicely with it. And like I said, I was going to cap off my meal with this Italian liquor. Cool. I was just reading. Yeah, you guys can see his comment there. It's pretty cool. He's doing good. Cool. Like I said, I'm going to cap off this meal with this Italian liquor. It's amaretto liquor, and I picked it up at Meyer. I think I paid about $27 for it. Hey, what's up, Andrew? You missed it earlier. I enjoyed my Peruvian Lomo Sentato meal, and I paired it with this really nice German beer. So it paired really nicely. So yeah, the Peruvian Lomo Sentato is a Peruvian steak dish, and I didn't know this German beer was going to taste so good along with it. So if I ever have another Lomo Sentato, I'll make sure I'll have this German beer. I picked this German beer up at Aldi's. And then I picked up this Italian liquor, which is usually like $30 a bottle. I paid $27 for it at Meyer. This is one of my favorite amaretto liquors to have. So I'm basically using it as a nightcap to finish off my Peruvian Lomo Sentato meal. I don't always do this, or whenever I have Peruvian Lomo Sentato, I don't always have it with a beer. But I tell you what, this German beer worked out really well and tasted amazing while eating my Peruvian steak meal, Lomo Sentato. It's really, really good. So here's this really small shot glass. Well, it's kind of a fat shot glass, but it's still pretty small. So you guys are going to laugh because to me, amaretto is a sipping liquor. So I get teased a little bit for just sipping it. To me, it's a sipping liquor. I'll be gone for now, going to the store. Hey, take care, Beth. Thanks for stopping by. So let me pour this here. So this is going to be a nice, I'm going to pour it all the way to the top. There we go. This is going to be a nice nightcap to my. That's smooth. Oh my God. I don't know if any of you have ever tasted amaretto before, but it's a nice smooth liquor. It's really cool. And it's a very popular Italian liquor. And that's the name of it there. So it's a very popular Italian liquor. One of my favorite amaretto liquors. So yeah, my favorite. It's a favorite way to. I don't end all my meals this way. Like every meal I have, I don't always have it with a German beer, but I did it today because the lomo sentato is a very special. It's one of my favorite Peruvian steak meals to have. Lomo sentato is. I just thought it would be really cool to pair it with this German beer. I basically was experimenting, and it worked out good. This German beer ended up tasting really awesome, and I picked this German beer up at Aldi's. So I can't remember how much I paid for it. Aldi's is usually pretty. The prices are usually pretty reasonable at Aldi's, so I'm sure I paid a pretty. But yeah, this is a really good German beer. So if you ever have Lomo Sentato and can pick up this German beer, it'll be a real nice experience. So, and then the way I'm ending my my meal, I'm having a shot of this amaretto. I'm having an amaretto shot, which I drink really slow, which is okay because as people come in here, I'll get to wrap with them a little bit as I'm finishing up my meal with this amaretto. Yeah, it's hard to describe the taste of amaretto, but this amaretto, look at the color of it. Wow, the sunlight's even in here. Look at that. So it's got a really nice color, and then it also has a really nice flavor. Let me show it a little closer. Yeah. So that's the color of the amaretto there. And I'm afraid I'm going to mispronounce the name, so I'm just going to show it. Dizarno? Is that how you pronounce it? Dizarno? I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but it's my favorite amaretto drink to have. So it's a super cool amaretto. And I thought it'd be a cool way to end my Peruvian Lomo Sentato meal. Thought it'd be a cool way to end it. Andrew says, any bite at the end? Any bite at the end? No, it's smooth. It's really, really smooth. Which could be why I consider it like a. Andrew was asking if it had any bite at the end, but actually, it's a really, really smooth amaretto. It's really cool. The color is real nice, but it most importantly tastes really good. And like I said, I don't always have a German beer with every one of my meals. It's that the Peruvian Lomo Santano meal is such a one of my favorite Peruvian meals to have. I have had, I think in the past when I have had the Lomo Santado, I think I've had a Corona beer with my Lomo Santado. But this German beer, I forgot how well German beers are made. And it tasted really, really well. I mean, this German beer paired really nicely with my Lomo Santado. So, as you can see, my socks are knocked off about that. One, because I had not drank this German beer or paired it with a meal, and it just came out really, really well. So, And the most amount of beers I have is maybe 2 beers. Tonight it's just going to be 1 beer and then this shot of amaretto. So I'm not a heavy drinker, but that beer paired really nicely with my Peruvian Lomo Centano meal. Which once again, the Peruvian Lomo Centano meal, it's a steak dish meal that's made in Peru. What's up? What a cool channel name. Halfwit Harvey. How's it going, Halfwit Harvey? Earlier in the live stream, I was enjoying the Peruvian Lomo Centano meal. It was stir-fried steak and steamed vegetables paired with a side of rice, which was jasmine rice. And then it also had hot ricotta at the bottom of it. And then I also was drinking this German beer, which paired really nicely with the Peruvian Lomo Centano meal. So I picked up this German beer at Aldi's. And then some of the things that was put together with my Peruvian meal also came from Aldi's as well. But once again, tonight's meal was called Lomo Centado, which is a Peruvian steak dish meal. And then I'm capping off my meal with this really delicious amaretto shot. So it's Italian amaretto liquor. And that's, oops, here's the name of it. Sorry about that, guy. So that's the name of the Italian liquor that I'm having to close out my meal with. And it doesn't disappoint. It's like $30 a bottle, and I paid $27 for it. I picked it up at Meijer, and it doesn't have it has a real nice taste to it, so it's really good. I don't know if any of you've had amaretto, but an amaretto shot is pretty nice. It's really good. It's hard to describe the taste of amaretto. All I know is it's an Italian liquor that tastes really good, and I enjoy it. And to me, it's a nice way to cap off a meal. Other ways that people cap off the meal, sometimes people make coffee. So, yeah, I may go do that after I finish this. I may go make myself a cup of coffee. So, but yeah, I've just been really impressed with this German beer that I paired with my. I can't say enough good things about this German beer. That tasted really good next to the Lomo Centado steak meal. It was really good. Like I said, I don't drink beer very often, but that beer paired really nicely with the Lomo Centado steak meal. It was really good. And so far, this was a good choice. I know you guys are probably laughing out there because I'm just sipping on it. But this shot of amaretto, which to me is a sipping liquor, and I may be wrong about that. Maybe people don't consider it a sipping liquor, but for me it is. Oh, wow. Halfwit Harvey said, damn, I missed dinner. I have to be really busy to miss dinner. Like, really, really busy. But that has happened to me. There's times where I've been really, really busy and will miss dinner. Not very often, though. Rarely do I miss breakfast, lunch, or dinner. For a long time ago, I used to miss breakfast all the time, or I used to not eat breakfast all the time, but I don't do that anymore. Now I make sure I have some breakfast. Yeah. And they say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, probably because you're getting calories in you before you start your day. Yeah. Yeah, I do enjoy the flavor of this Man, I enjoyed the flavor of everything. I enjoyed the flavor of my Peruvian lomo saltado steak dish. I also enjoyed the flavor of this German beer, which is the first time I've ever had it with lomo saltado. And then I'm enjoying capping off my meal with this shot of amaretto. So this is my favorite amaretto to get. So my absolute favorite Italian liquor. This one is right here. It's $30 a bottle, and I think I paid 27 for it. So worth every penny. It takes me a long time to drink it, so only because I drink it one shot glass at a time, and even when I'm drinking that shot glass, I'm sipping on it. So I'm laughing because I'm not a heavy drinker, so that's pretty funny. So yeah, I'm kind of laughing about that. One of the Filipina ladies came in and saw that I was having a beer with my meal, and also noticed I was talking about how I was going to end my meal with this amaretto shot. So uh, I think one of the things she said in her comments was, "Wow, you're drinking." But what's funny is um, when somebody sees someone drinking or enjoying a drink with their meal, I think they assume that they probably assume that you drink all the time, which I don't. I mean, a lot of my meals, I usually have soda, water, or tea. But this meal, this particularly this Peruvian lomo sentado meal, I really felt I wanted to have something special with it, and so that's why I picked out this German beer. And turns out the German beer was really good. I forgot that beer can taste really well with Peruvian steak dish, lomo sentado. So I forgot about that. So note to self: make sure I pick up some more of this German beer, especially if I ever have another lomo sentado meal. It paired real nicely with it. I mean, it paired really, really good. Yay! So I'm showing you guys some of the comments as they come in. But yeah, it paired really, really nicely. And this was a good idea to finish off my meal with this amaretto shot. Mm, really good. And like I said, I might be wrong about this being a sipping liquor, but since I don't drink liquor all the time, this amaretto shot, I treat it as though it is a sipping liquor. And I have no idea whether it is. Like I said, I don't have it that much, but it is really good. Plus, it's fun to enjoy this amaretto as people are coming in the chat, which is cool. So, if some of you are not connected with each other, go ahead and check out each other's channels. Make sure you connect with each other. Today's live was about me enjoying my Peruvian lomo sentado meal. It was a stir-fried steak dish paired with some jasmine rice, and some fresh ricotta was at the bottom of the jasmine rice. And then along with my Peruvian lomo sentado, I had this awesome German beer that was paired with it. And I picked up this German beer at Aldi's, and it was really, really good. So that was an experiment. This is my first time drinking this German beer. I mean, I've had this German beer before, but it was my first time having it with the Peruvian lemon sentado steak dish meal. So, and then the other thing that I've done new tonight, which is finish off my meal with this amaretto shot. So that's something I've done new when finishing off a Peruvian lomo sentado meal. Ending it with this amaretto Italian liquor shot here. It's got a real nice color, and it has a real nice taste. This Italian liquor does. So that was a good idea. Finishing off with with this Italian liquor. Hmm. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot how good amaretto. I forgot how good amaretto shot is. It's really good. Hmm. So, but yeah, I'm glad I chose this to. I'm glad I chose this German beer to pair up with my Peruvian Lomo Sentado. It's really good. I don't drink beer very often, but this beer really enhanced my Peruvian Lomo Sentado meal. So, but yeah, just because I'm doing that doesn't mean everyone else has to do that. This is uh, this is just me sharing an experience with you guys. So, anything you see me do on my lives, I'm not saying go out and do it. I'm just sharing something I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed this German beer along with my Lomo Sentado steak meal, which was pretty good. Same thing with the German beer. I'm not telling you go out and buy this. Uh, I'm not telling you guys to go out and buy this amaretto drink. I'm just sharing an experience with you that I'm having here on the live. So, yeah. And what's funny is most alcohol does, anyways. At least for me, it relaxes me. So, like I said, I think the reason it relaxes me really good or really fast is because I don't drink beer very often. So I think that's why it relaxes me pretty fast. So yeah, tonight I'll just have just this one beer, and it was really good while I was eating my Peruvian lomo sentano. And then I thought it'd be nice to cap off my meal with this Italian amaretto liquor. So far it's working out good. Mm. Yeah, anytime you come in some of my lives, you'll see me do various different things. Some of my lives, you'll see me building a campfire. Some of my lives, let's see. Oh, yeah, I had this one live where I was doing a food meditation, so that was really interesting. And then I had another live where I was simply enjoying some sushi while people were coming in. So today's live was enjoying this Peruvian lomo sentado and also enjoying my German beer while people were coming in the chat. And then, so whoever comes in the chat later, they're going to see me enjoying my Italian, my shot of Italian amaretto. So, so that's cool. Mm, it's so good. It's very good. What's happening? What's happening? I'm afraid to pronounce that. Abigail 30. I hope I pronounced that right. What's happening, Abigail 30? How are you? And she's saying hi to Hatfoot Harvey. And Hatfoot Harvey says, I can't drink 2 bottles and I can have, but I love the smell of liquor. And amaretto does smell good, so you would enjoy that. I'm sorry that that happens to you, Halfwood Harvey. Oh, that does smell good, though. So once again, I'm smelling my amaretto shot here. It's easy to pronounce my name. Sorry, sometimes I'm so bad at pronouncing names. Yep, I am. I mean, I don't drink very often. I think that's why I enjoy it. The most amount of beers I'll ever have will be two, And most times I'm not even having that. I'm usually just having one beer. And usually, if I am having a beer, I'm pairing it with a meal. In this case, it worked out really good because I was having lomo sentado steak meal. In case you're not familiar with that, the lomo sentado is a Peruvian steak dish meal. And this one had stir fried vegetables along with the stir fried steak. And it also had jasmine rice, and it had fresh ricotta, which is made from uh, spicy orange peppers, uh, Peruvian orange peppers, and it was really, really good. So ricotta, jasmine rice, and of course the lomo sentado that was done in a stir-fried fashion, which was awesome. And yeah, the jasmine rice was really good. It was pretty cool. Uh, oh yeah, yeah. I'm not trying to drink a lot. It's like tonight. I'm just gonna have one beer with. I already finished my meal, and I this meal this beer lasted me all the way up to the end of my meal, which was the Lomo Sentado steak meal. And then as soon as I finished that, I poured me a shot of this amaretto. And as you see, which people tease me, I'm still sipping on it, which is funny. I get teased for that, for pouring a shot and then sipping on it forever. Mm. But I don't care because I'm enjoying it. Who cares whether people think I don't drink this fast enough? So they can always do their own lives and drink however they want to. I'm not telling people to drink. I just love having a beer with. I don't with every Peruvian meal. I don't always have a beer. Sometimes I have a tea, or sometimes I have a soda with my Peruvian meals. But tonight's Peruvian meal, especially since I love lomo sentado, I wanted to do something special, and this something special was have this German beer with it. And I'd never done this. I never paired this German beer with this Lomo Sentado, and it came out really good. So, and I picked this up at Aldi's. So yeah, it came out really good. Drinking this German beer along with my eating my Lomo Sentado turned out really well. Sometimes you get that with meals, and I know not everyone can do that with their meals. Is pair it with an alcohol, which is fine. I'm not telling people to do that. I'm just sharing the experience that I'm having with you guys. So that's all I'm doing. Oh yes, who cares? Just enjoy that. Yep, I am enjoying it. Where am I from? I am from Midwest USA, Indiana. I'm Midwest part of the United States, and the state that I'm from is Indiana. My name's JR, and I host the Lone Wolf Bushcraft YouTube channel. And this is my live stream. You're watching the Lone Wolf Bushcraft live show. And earlier in the video, people were watching me enjoy the Peruvian steak dish Lomo Sentado. And they also were watching me pair the Lomo Sentado with this German beer here. So, yeah, I'm from Midwest USA, Indiana. Excuse me. I don't know that. You don't know that country. The United States? Yeah, Indiana is in the United States. Do you know America? Do you know the United States? Or are you just pulling my leg? So, yeah, the country I'm from is from the United States, USA. And uh, the other thing I mentioned is where we're at. Like, if you were looking at the map of the United States, look up Indiana, and that's the state I'm in. I don't know if you were pulling my leg, so. What's happening? Thumbs up. Thanks, I appreciate that. Yeah, yeah, I'm from America. But if you looked at the map of the United States of America and looked up Indiana, that's where I'm at. I'm originally a Texas boy, now living in Midwest Indiana. So the reason I say the phrase Midwest is because uh, Indiana, Ohio, and Illinois, those states are called the Mid, or referred to as the Midwest. That's why I use the term Midwest. What's happening? How's it going? In case you guys missed it earlier, I had some Peruvian lomo sentado, which is a Peruvian steak dish. It had steamed vegetables and steak, shreds of steak paired with it, along with some um, oh my god, my mind went blank on the rice. Jasmine rice. So it was jasmine rice, stir fried steak, steamed vegetables, and it had fresh ricotta at the bottom of my jasmine rice, which my daughter had made. And then earlier in the video, which you guys didn't see, I was enjoying this German beer here with my Lomo Sentado. First time drinking this German beer with my Lomo Sentado, and it came out really good. I'm not telling you guys to have a beer with all your meals. I just happened to have a beer with this particular Lomo Sentado, which is really awesome. I usually don't have a beer with every meal I have. Wow, that's yummy. Sorry, I missed it. Oh, no problem. You can always rewatch the live. And then to top it off, I'm having a nightcap with this amaretto. It's as you can see in the sun, it's a really nice color, and it's I don't know how to pronounce that. Dizrano, Dizarno. I think it's called Dizarno. Anyways, it's an Italian liquor, and it's Italian amaretto liquor, and it's usually $30 a bottle, and I paid $27 for it. So I picked this up at Meijer. I'm only having one shot. Tonight, I'm only having one beer, which I already had with my Peruvian Lomo Sentado steak dish. And I picked up this German beer at Aldi's, which was really good. First time having this German beer with Lomo Sentado, it came out really good. It tasted awesome. And I thought a nice way to end my meal would to have a little shot of amaretto, which I'm just simply sipping, which I really enjoyed. But yeah, it's really cool. And then the sun's coming through the window, which is cool. But yeah, look at the color of that. That's really cool. But yeah, I don't always have a beer with every meal that I have. It's just that I knew I was getting ready to have one of my favorite Peruvian meals, which is lomo sentado, and I thought, wow, maybe I should have a beer. So I went ahead and grabbed one of these German beers from the refrigerator, and it turned out really well. This German beer tasted amazing with my lomo sentado, which was really awesome. And like I said, um, uh, yeah, it worked out really well. And I had never I had never paired this particular German beer with my Lomo Sentado. So this is my first time doing that, and it came out really well. It tasted really good. So, and like I said, I don't always drink beer with my Lomo Sentado, but this time I did, and it tasted really well. It tasted really good. And finishing off my meal with this Italian liquor. Um, yeah, this is one of the most popular, or at least according to the maker, it's one of the most popular Italian liquors you could buy. That's an amaretto. It's one of the most popular amarettos you could buy. So, but yeah. So, anyways, I thought it'd be a fun way to end my meal. So, but yeah, if you guys are ever in Peru and you're not sure what to order, I definitely would recommend ordering the lomo sentado meal. There you go. I kept having to dodge. I got tired of dodging the sun. It's hard to describe the taste of the amaretto, but it just tastes really good. And like I said, yeah, some of the people that came in here were surprised that I was having a beer with my Lomo Sentato. But even though I don't drink beer very often, this beer it tasted really nice with my Lomo Sentato steak meal. So it definitely paired really nice. And I'm not saying, I'm not saying everyone has to do that with their meals. I'm just sharing the experience with you guys. So, and once again, I'm not saying you guys have to do the same thing. I'm just sharing the experience that I've enjoyed here. And the most beers I usually have in one night is usually just two. Most nights when I have a beer, I only just have one beer. So, and pretty much every day, I usually have a soda or tea. I'm not even drinking a beer. So, but in this case, it came out really well having this German beer along with my Loma Sentato steak dish. It was really good. And this was a good idea as well. Ending my meal with this shot of amaretto was really nice. Mm. Has a nice smooth taste to it. And I like the color of it. It's pretty good. But more importantly, I like the taste of this amaretto. It's really good. Anyways, hope you guys are doing well. If you're not connected to some of these channels here, please make sure you guys connect with each other down below. Mm. That's really, really good. A nice drink is good after a nice meal. Yep, that's what I'm doing. But sometimes it pays to drink beforehand if the kids are cooking. There you go. That's pretty funny, Halfwit Harvey. That's funny. That's very funny. Especially if the kids are cooking, right? In case it doesn't come out so well. Yeah, what's funny is the first time I have a story time, especially since I'm having me an amaretto shot here, I'll do a story time. When I first went to Peru, it was so funny. Um, one of the other meals I was told about was a meal called ceviche, right? And ceviche, in case some of you aren't familiar with, the Peruvian ceviche is a mixture of octopus, fish, and other kinds of seafood all mixed together. But it's not cooked, it's only simmered in lemon and lime sauce, right? So when I first heard that, I said, wait a minute, my Peruvian wife was telling me it's only simmered in lemon and lime sauce. So I decided right away, I was like, there's no way I'm going to try ceviche. No way, especially since you're telling me it's not cooked right. So what ends up happening is we end up swimming all day at the beach. And after we finished swimming at the beach, we went and took showers and stuff. And then we stopped by this famous Peruvian restaurant off by the beach. And my mother-in-law and my wife ordered these large plates of ceviche, right? And then I ordered the most safest thing I thought I could order. I ordered a large fritter pork sandwich, right? Thinking since the sandwich is fried, especially it's my first time being in Peru, the safest thing I could order is probably a fritter fried pork sandwich. So that's what I ordered. When it came out, it was awesome, man. I mean, the pork meat was about this big, or was about that big around, and then it had a bun about maybe just that size. So my pork sandwich looked really good, but then my mother-in-law's and my wife's ceviche came out, and even though they told me the ceviche was only simmered in lemon and lime sauce, there's parts of it that looked like it was cooked, right? So I decided to try. So I ended up eating half of my wife's ceviche, and I ate a little bit of my mother-in-law's ceviche. So long story short, I fell in love with ceviche. It's really good, even though it's not fully cooked and it's only simmered in lemon and lime sauce. Ceviche is. It's a seafood Peruvian dish, but it's super cool. Um, the other story I want to tell, especially since I'm still finishing up my shot of amaretto, the first time we drove around Peru, which was, oh my God, this story was probably maybe 29 years ago. So, anyway, first time in Peru, once again, this story is probably about 29 years ago. First time in Peru ever. We're driving around they're showing me the cottage where there's small little places on the beach. And after we finish visiting the little cottage there in Peru, in San Bertolo, I see the ocean. I hadn't been in the ocean since I was really, really small, so I knew I couldn't remember it. So I asked my brother-in-law to pull the car over, and my wife goes, "Why? What do you want to do?" I said, "Hey, I want to go run and jump in the ocean." They were like, "Well, you don't have your swim trunks on." What I had on was my jean shorts. And I said, "That's okay. I'll jump in the water in my jean shorts." So I took all my personal belongings out of my jean shorts, took off my t-shirt, and I ran and jumped in the ocean. After swimming in the ocean a little bit, I come back out of the ocean and I tell my brother-in-law and my wife, "Wow, I can taste." I thought it was so cool. I came up out of the ocean water and I was like, I yelled at the top of my lungs, "Wow, I can taste the salt on my lips. That's really cool. That's awesome." And so I totally fell in love with Peru, and then I totally fell in love with the ocean. And since then, I've been back to Peru, which is pretty awesome. Strange how Chris can cook fish and heard of, but not tried. Wow. Um, yeah, that ceviche, it's only simmered in lemon and lime sauce. But I ended up eating, like I said, I ended up eating half of my wife's ceviche and part of my mother in law's. Anyways, jumping out of the ocean water. And what's funny is I'm totally wet from head to toe and I'm in my jean shorts. And I'm yelling out to my brother-in-law and my wife that I can taste the salt on my lips after swimming in the ocean, which was a lot of fun. And yeah, and that made me fall in love with Peru. If I ever live outside the United States, or if I ever do go retire in Peru, I hope I'm not too far from the ocean. Because anytime I was at the beach or in Peru, they like to call it the playa. So anytime I was at the playa or the beach, I never thought about Indiana at all. So if I ever live somewhere outside of the United States, as long as I don't live too far from the ocean and can go swim in the ocean anytime, I probably won't think of the States at all. But of course, if I end up living there a good little while, that eventually will feel like my home. So there's an old saying, "Home is wherever you hang your hat." So that's really true. Home literally is wherever you hang your hat for sure. Mm. So I still got some left in my amaretto there. Mm. It's so good. Wow, that's really good. That's really good. It's not super strong, and it's got a smooth. It's just really smooth. And like I said, I find it super relaxing. So that's very smooth amaretto. Mm. All right, that was the last of it. Cool. Well, thank you to those who've stayed around towards the end of my live stream here. I appreciate you guys and gals. It looks like we went an hour and almost 20 minutes. And the new thing I'm doing at the end of each one of my live streams is to start at the very beginning comments and work my way down. And that way I show off all the other channels that came and visited my live stream. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I'm going to start at the very top and then work my way down. And once again, I'm going to do this at the end of each live stream so people can see the channels that came and visit here and maybe will want to connect with those channels. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to move through all the comments so I can show off the channels. And I do appreciate you guys and gals coming here. And like I said, the reason I'm doing this, showing off these comments, is to show these channels I appreciate them stopping by the Lone Wolf Bushcraft live stream show here. So once again, you guys and gals are watching the Lone Wolf Bushcraft YouTube's live stream show. And most of my live streams will be titled that way. It'll be called Lone Wolf Bushcraft Live Show. So pretty much all my live streams will be titled that way. And then, of course, in the description, you'll get to read what each live stream's about. Right now, I'm just going through these comments. I just finished up my shot of amaretto. It was really, really good. That German beer was awesome. I'll definitely have to use this German beer again next time I have Lomo Sentato for sure. And this amaretto liquor was an awesome way to have a shot of this to end my meal. Was really awesome. That was really cool. So cheers to you guys and gals who visited my live stream. Right now, one of the ways I'm thanking you is showing off your guys' channels' names before I end my live stream here. And once again, this is just a way of thanking these other channels for coming and visiting the Lone Wolf Bushcraft live show. It's my way of thanking them, is how I look at it. And plus, you get to see what comments they'd said while I was doing my live stream. But mainly, I'm doing to show off the channel names that showed up to the live stream, which was cool. And like I said, it's just my way of thanking them. I like showing love to the other channels, especially channels that do show up to my live stream. I figure it's the least I can do since they took time out in their busy day to come holler at JR, aka Lone Wolf Bushcraft. Or my other nickname is Daddy Lone Wolf, and then my other nickname is Mr. Goodnight. And usually, because I'm saying goodnight a lot on some of the other live streams before I leave. Yeah, I think Andrew, who's also known as Out Until Further Notice, Andrew is the one who nicknamed me Mr. Goodnight, which is pretty funny. But yeah, I'm showing off these channel names here to show my appreciation for them showing up to the live stream. I definitely appreciate them all. And actually, they're all some pretty good channels too. So that's the other reason I'm showing off their names. They're pretty cool channels to check out. And then hopefully, if they end up watching the rest of, or if they come and click on this live stream and end up rewatching it, they'll get to see that I shared out their channel names, which was cool. And like I said, I'm going to do this at the end of each of my live streams, mainly to show I appreciate that they showed up to the live stream. It's my way of, it's just my way of thanking these channels. Because the way I look at it, I appreciate that they took the time out of their busy days to come check out my my live stream. And the other way I look at it, it's the very least I can do, showing that I appreciate them. And I really do. I do appreciate everyone that came and watched my live stream. I also appreciate those of you who will rewatch this live stream as well. If you guys end up liking the content you see here on the Lone Wolf Bushcraft YouTube channel, please like and subscribe. Yeah, definitely. If you and if there's any particular videos I create out there that you do like, please share those videos with friends and family, so that way it gets the word out. One of the ways you can help out my channel is to hit like and also hit subscribe if you do enjoy the content here at the Lone Wolf Bushcraft YouTube channel. Once again, my name is JR, aka Lone Wolf Bushcraft, and I hope you guys and gals have an awesome course in the Philippines. It's probably morning in the Philippines, so good morning to the Filipinos in the Philippines, and for those of you who are in the States here, good evening. Of course, there might be different time zones where it's a good afternoon, so I'm going to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and have a good night. And I'll talk to you guys and gals later. Take care, guys and gals. Later. Take care, everybody. Take care, everybody. Peace. Later, Gators. And once again, cheers to you guys and gals who stayed this long all the way to the end. I appreciate you guys and gals. And cheer to you guys and gals who will rewatch this live stream. I appreciate you as well. Thank you to my subscribers who've been with me for a very long time, and thank you to my very new subscribers, both my new and old subscribers. You guys and gals all rock, and I'll talk to you later. I'll see you all in the next video, or I'll see you all again in the next live stream. Take care. Cheers. Later, Gators. Take care. Peace. Take care, everybody. Later, guys and gals. Peace. Later, Gators.